Hello my peeps, it's Antoinette here. What do you do when people just start throwing cucumbers at you this time of year? We're gonna make something that's very weird. It's strange from start to finish. It's from the 1950s. It's originally called creamed cucumber, but I really don't like that name, so we'll find out what I'm going to call it. First of all, I had this saved in my liked videos from somebody I used to watch who's no longer with us. And she made everything Jell-O from the 50s and the 60s. I had saved this because I knew I wanted to make it someday. Well, that someday is today. I screwed up the first batch of Jell-O. I made it exactly like the box says. This is the sugar-free. It's the 0.3 ounce. If you were going to use the sugar variety, it would be the 3-ounce box. You take 1 cup of boiling water to the Jell-O mix, and then you add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, or vinegar of your choice. And then you chill it. But I screwed up the second batch as well. Because the directions say to chill slightly, but I've had it in there all night. So what I'm going to do is just put it in the microwave to soften it up. Back in a flash. In here, I have shredded the cucumber. I shredded the whole cucumber. I think it's more than a cup. But you can see how much water is draining out. You can choose to take the seeds out if you want. I didn't bother to do that. But I'm just gonna grab a paper towel and just get as much water out as I can. And then I'm gonna remeasure 1 cup. I have 1 cup here. So yeah, you probably wanna shred about, 1 1/4 cup to 1 1/2 cups to come up with your drained 1 cup. Now I put the Jell-O in the microwave for only 30 seconds and that was too much. So now I put it back into the freezer for, well, I keep checking it. You gotta watch it close. So far it's been 10 minutes. I think it's gonna need another 10. So I'll go ahead and put this together now though. So we have the 1 cup of the cucumber into my bowl. Then we're gonna add a cup of Duke's mayonnaise, or mayonnaise of your choice. This gets really weird, I'm telling you. Next, in here, I have a tablespoon of the shredded onion and a tablespoon of horseradish. I know, it's weird. With the apple cider vinegar, this is a very savory dish. Now, what she said was to look at this kind of like you look at cranberry sauce. So it's a small side. I kind of want to call it creamed cucumber relish. That's how I really see this. And that is all the ingredients until we get the Jell-O. I pulled the Jell-O out of the freezer. I mean, really you have to watch it close. So the recipe says till partially thickened. You really don't want it to be Jell-O yet. But here is the mixture currently. And I'm going to get that Jell-O into the bowl. I think this is about right. Hopefully I didn't over Jell-O-fy it. Is Jell-O-fy a word? All right. No, I think this is about right. This is looking really pretty to me. It's like pistachio green color. At this point, you can put it into a mold, traditional mold. That's what the recipe says. I'm just going to put it in this glass bowl. This is looking really pretty to me right now. I licked the spoon. It's pretty darn tasty. It's really good. So, final stretch. I have my creamy cucumber relish into my Snapware, and it's going in the freezer. Well, I'm gonna watch it probably for half an hour. My neighbor Kathy wants to try it because I told her about these very strange ingredients. So, yeah, we'll do that. Into the freezer it goes. It's been about half an hour. It's out of the freezer. I can't wait to take this to my neighbor. Okay, so look at it. It's not going anywhere. All right, I'm just gonna take a bite out of it. Just scoop it out with a spoon. It's very creamy. Just look at it. The name is kind of growing on me. I can't call this relish. She did say that it's great pairing with meat. She put it on a flank steak. So it doesn't get like, you know, totally like jellified. All right, let's try it. Then I'm taking it over to Kathy's. The flavor of this is absolutely insane. This is one of those recipes that you don't want to get lost in time. This would be fabulous to bring to any event. I think that this year I'm going to put this recipe in my Christmas cards. Everyone should have this recipe. Just look at this. Alright, I'm gonna bring the whole thing over to Kathy's because she's gonna want a bunch of this. Alright, I'll be right back. I knew it! I gave her half. She loved it, and her response was that it's savory yet feels like a dessert, which it kind of does. I mean, it really does. This is definitely a recipe that should not get lost in history. It's so easy to make. Try it. You're going to love it. This is a new staple in my home. Quickly, let's talk about aging. Aging sucks. I realized over the last 3 months, I'm like, I cannot see. And my glasses are only a year and 3 months old. So I went to the eye doctor, and this eye got worse by 9 times, 9 levels. This one's 7. I mean, I can hardly see out of these glasses that are only a year and 3 months old. Then I have all these glasses. Well, so I just got, you know, a couple new ones. This one's just gonna sit in the drawer when they come in. But apparently I have progressive cataracts in both eyes. So I did have an interview this week, and I'm hoping for that job, which I will find out this week because I need a job. I need insurance before I can get the surgery. So yeah. This is such a rough year. I thought 2020 was rough, 2021 was rough. This year is the worst year out of all 3. When is it going to get better? I know, it wasn't a question. It's the way of the world today. Anyway, please share this recipe. Share this video with your friends. Everybody needs to keep this recipe alive. We will see you next time. Well, if you saw this on my stove, somebody sent me this LED strip light, Olafus. There will be a coupon code in there. But I have to do a review on this. But first I have to install it. That will be the next video, which I am doing tonight. We will see you next time.